Welcome to our award ceremony for the Boys Basketball Awards. This is for our divisions 3-4, 5-6, 7, and 8. My name is Rick Wilhelmi. I'm the Director of Parks and Recreation, and this is Aaron Tranka, our Program Supervisor. I'd like to start off by thanking various people that are involved with our program. This program is very successful due to a lot of volunteers within our organization and within our community. First, I'd like to thank the coaches. Our coaches do a wonderful job. They take the time to teach each of these boys sportsmanship. They take the time to teach them how to play this game, this wonderful game, this lifelong game of basketball. They're giving up their time for an evening practice, a weekend game. Can't thank them enough. If you're all here in front of me, I'd have every one of you stand right now and be recognized. If you are watching, please stand anyhow and be recognized. Thank you. Our basketball referees. Referees, it's a thankless job, let's be honest. All right? Everybody's a referee in the stand, but now you got to be the referee on the court. And these wonderful people do a great job helping guide our kids through this sport of basketball, getting a flow to the game. They do a wonderful job with that. I'd like to thank Gary Gendron, Lance Ozier, Brandon Korn. Brandon is a high school student in our school system, giving of his time to help be on that floor and monitor and guide our young athletes. I'd also like to thank Carl Chaubeck, Marie and Dave Tranka. Without these folks, and wait a minute, I almost forgot, Aaron Tranka. First year in our program, first year as our program supervisor, outstanding job as an official in our youth basketball program. Aaron, thank you very much, by the way. If anybody is interested, this is my time. I like to talk about volunteers, and whether it's volunteering in coaching, volunteering in officiating. In our officiating world, we are always looking for new people who are interested in helping out with this. If you are interested, please give us a call. We'd love to sit down, talk with you. We can help you understand how it's done. Coaching is always sometimes I think in our world now is becoming more of a challenge finding volunteers, especially as we get into our older divisions. Please, we're always looking for volunteers. The other folks I'd like to thank are the parents. Our moms, dads, grandparents, aunts, uncles, guardians, brothers, sisters, everybody who helps out transporting all our players to all these activities that they do. Players, at this time, you might be sitting there watching this. Could you go over there and give your mom and dad a high five for me, please, and say thank you? Because I tell you, they deserve it. They absolutely do. And all you players that are watching, right now, I'd like to have you all stand up and just jump up and down and scream and holler and be very excited because every one of you are awesome. Absolutely awesome. We love watching you on the basketball court. So we're here to do this awards ceremony, and this might be a strange time this time around. We never really fulfilled the end of our season. We never crowned a champion. We never had a runner-up. We did, however, go through our playoffs, and boy, oh boy, did we have some smokers. And that's what it's all about, is playing as hard as you can. And I say this to the players, play as hard as you can and have so much fun it hurts, because that's what it's all about. And you players, coaches, families, all showed that in every single one of these games. They're beautiful. Love being part of it. So what we're going to end up doing is we're going to do an awards piece. As I said, we won't crown a first place, second place team because we did not fulfill that. However, the coaches have taken the time to nominate players for sportsmanship, defensive player, most improved, and each league would have an MVP. So with that being said, I'd like to now take time, and what we're going to do is we're going to do each individual division, and we'll go through the teams, and then we'll go through the individual players as well. So hang in there. All right, now I'd like to do our team rosters, individual awards for our boys 5-6 division. The end of the regular season, we had a three-way tie. We had North Carolina, Clemson, Boston College, all with a similar record. Fourth place was Duke, fifth place was Maryland, and sixth place was Virginia Tech. I have to give the coaches a lot of credit on this one. They really did a phenomenal job on selecting teams. Every one of these games, oh man, was it a smoker. And I'm sure all you fans that got the opportunity to watch some of these games really got to see a North Carolina and Duke on the floor live here in Goffstown. It was unbelievable. Great basketball, good action. We got into the playoffs, and as we know, we weren't able to complete that, but we had 4 teams remaining in that playoff. And those teams were North Carolina, Clemson, Boston College, and Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech, there's our 6th place team coming all the way through, and they worked their way into the Final Four of the playoff. That's what I mean. Doesn't really matter what place you are. It all depends on how you're playing as a team. And all of you guys did a great job. What I'd like to do right now is take the opportunity to actually introduce all the coaches and players, and we're going to go through this individually, all 6 teams. When we're done with that, then what we'll do is we'll get into the individual awards. Let's start with Virginia Tech, coached by Tim Chaput and Chris Young. Players, Max Chaput, Chris Young, Aiden Izzet, Demetrius Hunt, Wyatt Beliveau, P.J. Casey, Hunter Long, Sammy Patterson, and James Fox.
Next, we have a Team Maryland, coached by Adam Lawrence and Matt Markey. The players were Luke Hollenrake, Ryder Lawrence, Zachary Hobbs, Matthew Smith, Jackson Markey, Nick Cody, Micah Brooks, Cameron Lyonnaise, and Tristan Hastings.
Team Duke, coached by Walter Gates and Tyler Collins. Players, Jake Delahanty, A.J. Hill, Damian Raymond, Jace Reynolds, Evan Campbell, Parker Follansby, Aiden Langlois, Lucas Houle, and Gio Santos.
Next, we have Team Boston College, coached by Michelle Godet and Sean Wintle. Players were Brady Godet, Carter Prue, James Cotu, Noah Babin, Christopher Rodriguez, Landon Wintle, Ethan Kelly, Benjamin Walton, and Connor Foss.
Team Clemson, coached by John Gessler and Jim Malley. Players, Gavin Leach, Thomas Gessler, Braden Malley, Braden Riley, Jackson Riley, Oliver Minnick, Max Bugby, Landon Modesto, and Charlie Riding.
And for North Carolina, coached by Terry O'Brien and Chris Dion, we had Peter DeMora, Tyler Dion, Liam O'Brien, Grady Schwinnard, Evan Dion, Gabriel Eaton, Noah Steffen, Ryan McIntyre, and Aiden Knowlton.
Alrighty, let's start off with our individual awards now. Our defensive player. The defensive player is the person that has quickness, agility, the ability to rebound, the ability to get the ball back when you need it. That person who kind of causes havoc on the court and gives you the opportunity to get the ball back when you need it. Right now, let's have Aaron start us off with our first individual award.
For Team Maryland, the Defensive Player Award goes to Ryder Lawrence.
For Team Virginia Tech, Demetris Hunt.
For Team Clemson, we have Braden Malley.
For Team North Carolina, Grady Chenard.
For Boston College, we have Landon Wintle.
And for Team Duke, Gio Santos. All right, let's get into our next category, sportsmanship. Sportsmanship, that team player, the person that is there for the team, cheers the team on, listens to the coaches, listens to what the referees are calling, listens to his teammates. That person that is willing to be the leader, not just through dribbling, shooting, the raw talents of the game, but more so that person that can actually help their team when they need them most. Calm them down, talk to them, sportsmanship. Aaron, would you get into the first individual, please?
For Team Maryland, the Sportsmanship Award is going to Zachary Hobbs.
For Team Virginia Tech, James Foxy Fox.
For Team Clemson, Thomas Gessler.
For Team North Carolina, Gabe Eaton.
For Team Boston College, Christopher Rodriguez.
For Team Duke, Jacob Delahanty. Let's now do our most improved category. Most improved. The individual that has, from back in December when we first started out with our clinics to here in March, that person that has improved in their own dribbling abilities, their own shooting abilities, has learned the game, has actually now have a good understanding of how the game of basketball is played. Aaron, would you please start with our first award recipient?
For Team Maryland, the Most Improved Award goes to Luke Hollenrake.
For Team Virginia Tech, PJ Casey.
For Team Clemson, Jackson Riley.
For Team North Carolina, Noah Steffen.
For Team Boston College, Noah Babin.
And for Team Duke, Parker Follansby. All right, let's get to our final award for this division, and that'll be our team MVP. I'd like to remind everybody that the coaches are the individuals that do select all these awards and nominations for each of these. Our MVP. MVP is basically everything that we just said, sportsmanship, defensive, most improved. But it's also the person that is more than just raw talent on the floor. They're a leader. They take things in stride. They know how to help their team get through different situations. They're the true leader. And this year, we're going to have two MVPs, so we're going to have a co-MVP for our boys' 5th, 6th grade division. Aaron, would you announce our first winner, please?
This year for our boys' 5-6 division, our first co-MVP is Brady Godette. And our second co-MVP for the division is Liam O'Brien.
That concludes our awards announcements for this division. And I want to thank everybody, and I want all you to understand that you're all winners. Every single one of you should be very proud of yourselves because you all have improved in each in your own way. And that is important. And you all need to know that. Every one of you look awesome out on that floor, and it's a joy watching every single one of you grow throughout this sport of basketball. You have anything to say?
Sure. I just wanted to say that this was my first year being the program supervisor for the basketball program, and I had a lot of fun. I was actually really nervous in the beginning, but you guys were all very welcoming. It was a great season, and I can't wait for many more to come.
Thank you all. Thank you, moms and dads. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next year.